with the release of Captain America Civil War, I thought it would be a good idea to talk about my top 5 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, since there's 13 of them and I can do that now. But I'm not going to count Captain America Civil War. I still need a little more time to digest it, and maybe I'll update this list in 20 years when there's 50,000 more Marvel movies. But until then, you can watch this one. So screw you. My number 5 might shock a few people. My number 5 is The Incredible Hulk. I think this movie is really underrated. I think Marvel's trying to brush it under the rug because of the actor change, but Edward Norton I think is so much more talented than Mark Ruffalo, especially in the role of the Incredible Hulk. Mark Ruffalo's just like so boring as Bruce Banner. Like, I don't feel for him at all, and his occasional outbursts don't feel as natural. I feel more empathy towards Edward Norton's Bruce Banner because you could really tell he's lost the love of his life and how his change has affected him. And it's actually, it has one of the best Marvel movies. Abomination, like, he's not just evil, like he has some self-confidence issues. He's getting older, he wants to stay relevant, and it's actually a really good movie. Most people just underrate it, but I really enjoy it. My number 4 is The Avengers. I'm not as big a fan of The Avengers as most people. Some people think it's the greatest movie ever. It's not. It did what it had to do. It brought all the heroes together, and the last 20 minutes, the Battle of New York, is so gratifying for any comic book fan, seeing all these heroes finally come together on screen for the first time and outside their solo movies, and the build-up was worth it. The movie has some problems. The Joss Whedon quick wit thing doesn't always work, but it's a very fun movie, and it has so many great moments in it. My number 3 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This is the movie that really made me appreciate the Captain America character more, because I thought he was kind of boring in his first movie. I liked him a lot in the Avengers, but this is the movie that made him my favorite Avenger in terms of his, ideals, his being, the Boy Scout. Like, he embraces his role as a Boy Scout. He will defend what is right. He'll defend the little guy. He'll defend from what's right and what's wrong, even when the people he are working for disagree with him. And it has the best action in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The fight between Winter Soldier and Captain America is really, really great. Even though it was a little too much shaky cam, but that's a nitpick. My number 2 is Iron Man. I love the first Iron Man movie. This is the one that kicked off the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Jon Favreau did perfectly in setting up the tone for this movie and all future movies carrying forward. Like, they're just copying the first Iron Man movie, basically. Besides the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, this is one that had the perfect balance between drama and humor, even though the villain's kind of a mustache twirler, But Robert Downey Jr. kills it as Iron Man. This is the role he was born to play, and he kind of morphed into Iron Man over the years. He's kind of changed his personality to fit the Iron Man character, but he's laughing all the way to the bank, so who cares? The only problem with Iron Man is Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't like her as an actress at all. I don't buy their relationship, but the movie's really about Robert Downey Jr. Oh, and I also like Terrence Howard better than Don Cheadle. I know that's a burn, but I like Terrence Howard better. Don Cheadle always feels like he's playing Don Cheadle. My number 1 should come as no surprise. I saw this movie 6 times in the theaters because I have no life and no girlfriend. Guardians of the Galaxy. I felt the same way after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy that after I saw the original Star Wars for the first time. I felt so engrossed into this new world, because even though it's in the Marvel Universe, it's not really in the Marvel Universe because it's so far away from Hulk and all that crap. And it tells its own story. It's kind of basic, but it has really good characters, has a really good song choice. Like, I have the soundtrack on my phone. I listen to it at least once a week all the way through. And James Gunn did perfectly. I love James Gunn's other movies, Slither and Super. This movie is very different from those. Those other two are hard R movies, but this movie has very great humor. And James Gunn made all these horrible, horrible characters. They're thieves, murderers, and they just lie to people. And he made them all sympathetic and gave them a reason to come together and become the heroes. And that's one of my favorite stories, where it takes these just horrible, horrible people and makes them, find their purpose in life and becoming better. But that's my top 5 Marvel movies. Check out my review for Captain America Civil War and my other reviews. If you haven't, you're a jerk.